I am here in Attica, New York, here in Wyoming County at the Attica State Prison. Why would I be here? Why would I even stop by here? There is a plight that's happening across New York State that people don't understand. As we fight over bail reform and criminal activity, who we're ignoring right now, sadly, is some of our corrections officers. Corrections officers across this state are struggling too. Now, don't get me wrong, do prisoners have rights? Of course they do, absolutely. What we've forgotten is, so do the people who we have tasked to guard them and to work with them on a daily basis. So you might say, Larry, how bad is it? Well, something you may not understand. If you're in a prison guard and you're as a corrections officer and COVID hits, you can't go home. You can't close the prison down because of COVID. It stays open, which means if you're stuck here and your relief can't come because they're sick or ill, I guess you're working 16 hours. You had help? No, that's what you got. We tasked them to do so much. And prior to this, we punished them in a way that said, you know what? We're not going to give you a contract. They went 3 years without a contract and got no raises, no bonuses, no nothing. And were just punished sitting here doing this job. Every corrections officer I've met knows someone who's committed suicide. Every corrections officer I've met knows exactly when they're done and they can retire because the job is so tough on them. The average lifespan of a corrections officer is about 58, 59 years old. That's how bad it is here. You might say, Larry, why do you care so much? Well, first off, because we talk all day about back in the blue. Okay, great. Do you know law enforcement isn't just cops? It is cops. It's also parole officers. It's also corrections officers. It's all of them. We should care about them all. Am I saying bail reform and prison reform doesn't matter? Of course it does. The issue is, why aren't we asking corrections officers to be part of the situation, part of the solution, not just part of the problem? That's the biggest issue I have. I want corrections officers to be part of this solution. Here's what I'm sure of, and for those of you who are concerned about prisoners, I am too. I know for sure that in every prison, in every jail, there are people who shouldn't be there. I know that for sure. There are also people who should never come out ever. These are people who should never come out. And there are people who should do their time, pay the price, and get back out in life and have a second chance at life. All three of those people exist in this prison and every prison. The problem is, I don't know which one's which. You know who knows which one's which? The corrections officers who work with them every day. And every time we try to repair or fix or adjust, we ignore them and we punish them. We don't ask them for help. In New York, we need real prison reform, which supports, of course, prisoners and also the corrections officers who guard them and deal with them every day in a very tough job with people who are demonstrably, clearly violent and aggressive, and they deal with them every single day. We can make this happen. We can make a new way of creating bail reform and prison reform. We can create a new way of supporting both our prison population and those who guard them daily. We can make a new New York.